Are you being harassed by debt collectors or creditor representatives calling you to demand payment on past due accounts? Well, the federal and state law do allow credit card companies, lenders, anybody who you've borrowed money from to call you and to call you repeatedly to try to collect money. This is called dunning, and it's a very common collection practice. And there's really not a lot you can do about it. There are some rules under something called the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act that limit the activity of debt collection agents, but the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act does not apply to actual creditors. So if you're in debt, you can be called over and over and over. They're not supposed to use harassing language. They're not supposed to curse at you. They're not supposed to make threats of lawsuit or arrest, things like that. If they do, you would have rights to pursue them in state or federal court for violating some of those rights. But as a practical matter, many debt collectors understand what the rules are, and they'll just call you over and over and over. The idea that the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and they want to try to squeeze you to pay them money you don't really have. The fastest and most effective way to get rid of the harassing phone calls is to use the bankruptcy process, because when you file bankruptcy, with very limited exception, the minute we file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13, something called the automatic stay goes into effect. And the automatic stay basically says that creditors, bill collectors, anybody who's calling you in a debt has to stop. And that literally means that even if they don't know about the bankruptcy, they still have to stop. You give them a case number, they'll stop calling you. And my experience has been that the peace of mind of just having the phone not ring, some quiet, where you can think about what am I going to try to do. You've got an attorney now. You can come up with a strategy. That can be worth a lot of peace of mind for you. So if you're getting harassed by phone calls, before you make any bad decisions like giving them access to your bank account over the phone or sending them post-dated checks or giving them money you don't have, pick up the phone, call my office, call a bankruptcy lawyer. Let's talk about what your options are, whether bankruptcy makes sense, whether there's some non-bankruptcy options you could pursue. But don't let the harassment, don't let the negative impact of that harassment force you into some bad decisions. I hope this has been helpful. Again, I'm Jonathan Ginsberg, and any questions you've got, please call us 770-393-4985.